Here with first baseman Elliot Hebert, opening the floor for questions ahead of the SLC tournament.
First of all, how do you feel?
Well, great. I mean, we really picked it up on the back half of the season. We had a slow start in the beginning of conference, but this back half, these last few weeks, the bats have really came together, the pitching has really came together, and we just got to trust the process and trust what we're going to do.
How much do you think it helps that you and Braley are in and healthy and kind of extended the lineup?
Yeah, I think me and Braley's injuries kind of put a damper on our offense, but I think with us back, we'll be able to string it together and come out with a couple wins in the tournament.
When I talked to Coach Hill last week, he just talked about his team's resolve. You guys now won 3 out of your last 4 conference series. Just how important is that confidence going into the single elimination tournament like this in some ways?
Yeah, with the slow start of our conference series, I think we started 2-7. The back half to become hot and win some series on the back half is really big for us and going to give us some momentum for the beginning of the tournament.
What's been some of the differences in that early versus back half and you call the process?
I think it's just kind of trusting what our coaches give us, trust us what our coaches said. Coach Durham always tells us to stick to our routine, trust our prepreration, and it'll all work out for itself.
How much better are you guys now than you were 7 weeks ago?
I think 7 weeks ago we weren't trusting ourselves, we weren't trusting our process, and I think now we trust all guys that are in there, we trust all of our pitchers, and I think we're ready to get it done.
I didn't really talk to you guys too much about this, but midweek games, you don't always take things because you're putting a lot of players in there. But that Texas State game, winning that game off a walk-off at the end of the season, basically, before you went into that series against Nichols, how much confidence did that kind of give you guys just to show up in late game situations? I know you guys had a few games earlier in the year where you came up short in those games. It seems like at the end you're kind of really pulling through in those moments now.
Yeah, I mean, Texas State is a great baseball team, and getting that win in the end is really huge for us. And being the last game, or some of our seniors' last home games, it meant a lot for us, and it's going to give us momentum at the end.
Talk a little bit about momentum at the back half of the year and how it will play a factor for this team in particular going into this really a critical tournament because you got to win it to get in.
This team in particular, I mean, we just needed to trust ourselves, trust the guys that we have, trust our bullpen, all 15, 16 hitters that we have. We just all need to trust in ourselves, and I think it'll all get done.
So momentum could play a role in this?
For sure, for sure. We've had a good back half of the conference tournament, or the conference series, and I think it'll propel us.
Road versus home. What's the big deal with that from your perspective?
I mean, personally, I would love to play here, but I don't think it matters where we play. I think we'll be fine.
Any other questions? All right, thank you, Elliot.